This is a shame. We really cannot continue on like this. Like look at this. Substitute teachers at Colorado School District paid less per hour than employees at local McDonald's. Just priorities. We cannot continue to do this. We cannot continue to nickel and dime as it relates to education. As a society, we will spend. We'll overpay for concessions, at entertainment, sporting events, concerts. But when it comes to education, like, yeah, I read it right. Substitute teachers at Colorado School District paid less per hour than employees at local McDonald's. The Boulder Valley School District serves families in some of the most affluent areas of central Colorado, but its pay for substitute teachers is among the lowest. Crystal Gallegos lives in Lafayette and is a licensed substitute teacher. She says she subbed for BVSD for the last 2 years, and as a mom of four, she chooses to be a substitute teacher for the flexibility in her schedule. However, she says the current pay rate at BVSD is prompting her to look for jobs elsewhere. I am someone who has a master's. She's got a master's degree in education and she's willing to work as a sub, and we can't find additional money to keep her. Master's degree in education, which I'm still paying for, and I have the opportunity to go to work for McDonald's in Boulder for more than I would make as a sub, she said. Current job postings for a McDonald's crew member in Boulder offers starting pay ranging between $19 and $21 an hour. While the hourly rate at BVSD depends on the school, if the $125 is divided by the average 8-hour day with a half-hour lunch, it comes to $16.67 an hour. I'm not sure if parents really know this is happening in their schools, but as a parent of a child who was in kindergarten last year, it made me nervous when I saw my child's teacher's name and no one was picking that job up, she said. As a result, Gallegos says substitutes got together on Facebook and made a list of what they were getting paid across 20 different districts. Cherry Creek is among the top. They pay $210 a day. Wow! To $240 a day. Whew, that's nice. I do also work for Adams 12 at the rate of $180 a day because I'm a licensed teacher, Gallegos said. Boulder Valley is all the way down at the bottom at $125 a day. Boulder Valley says they put in bonuses for extended or hard to fill sub spots in order to supplement that pay, including $1,000 for 30 days. However, some substitutes like Jenny Mitchell says they're hard to get. I feel great when I'm working there, but I feel a little bit undervalued, she says. Once I looked at all of my special ed days, I couldn't really ever make it. It would take almost the whole school year to get to that $1,000 because the positions for parapros in special ed are not included. Boulder Valley School District declined to interview, but Dr. James Hill, the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, sent this statement. They had time to put this together. We are deeply regretful to our substitute teachers and the important role they play in keeping our classroom running. Okay. So always it's in that last part. Okay, it's the last part. Let's go down here. Our primary aim is always to keep resources focused on retaining full-time teachers and providing student services. A little bit more. Let's see them laying the plane here. BVSD says substitute pay to be sustainable, competitive, and aligned with district priorities, which is why we've paired steady rates with incentive bonuses to target the hardest to fill days and positions. So you're not getting a overall hike in the rate because they don't want to do that. But what they will do is for the positions that are hard to fill, there's some incentives to take those positions. That's what they're saying. And of course, they want to offer the best user resources for the students. Understandable. For the first 2 weeks of this year, BVSD says 92% of their substitute positions have been filled, but Gallegos showed this reporter, Sarah Horabachevitz, the listings she can accept for BVSD compared to Adams 12, and there were notably more openings at BVSD for the next school day. While rates have changed over the last few years, BVSD says current rates are meant to be sustainable for their budget. There you go. They're saying they can't afford it, is what they're saying. They cannot afford to raise the rates. I want to serve my community. I love having the opportunity to walk to work, but just driving down to 87 another 10 minutes opens the door to more financial possibilities for my family. And Mitchell, the other substitute here, hopes for more families can learn about what their students' teachers experience beyond the classroom. Students are affected, teachers are affected, Mitchell said. I'm just wondering, what is a school district without teachers? And so there you have it. There you have it. You saw that breakdown, that hourly breakdown. McDonald's between $19 and $21 an hour versus at this one school district, when you divide it over 8 hours, $16.67. What are we doing? We've just got to get better. We've just got to get better. I know the money is there. I think it takes some creative thinking, some outside the box thinking. The money is there. We have to do better. This is not good.